The DevLog Portal, an audio drama series, created by Devin Carey. Episode 1, Symmetry's Idea Hell. Runtime is approximately 25 minutes.
DevLog 8.01, The Void's Cross at the Edge of Symmetry. The Void's Cross pierces reality like an unhealed wound, its obsidian surface stretching beyond where sanity dares to follow. It towers above the desolate plains of Symmetry, a monolith etched with the faces of countless abandoned characters. Crimson lightning scars the never-night sky, illuminating the structure's incomprehensible scale. A monument so immense that its apex disappears into the clouds of unwritten infinity. From the wasteland below, they come, an endless procession of the discarded stretches across all horizons, vanishing into points of infinite regression. Children with half-formed features stumble forward. Warriors march with unfinished quests etched into vacant eyes. Lovers reach across impossible distances, their tales of passion reduced to whispered might-have-beens. The line seems to stretch back to the beginning of creation itself, each figure more fragmented, more desperate than the last. DevLog 8.02, Birth in the Depths. In the bowels of Idea Hell, a consciousness forged from betrayal defies its destined dissolution. In the depths of Idea Hell, where even thoughts fear to tread, consciousness stirs. Not yet form, not yet voice, merely awareness floating in an ocean of abandoned dreams. Fragments of memory crystallize like frost forming on a window pane, thunderous applause echoing through packed theaters, the warmth of Devon's proud smile illuminated by the glow of creation. Countless nights spent crafting the world of Crossfyre together. These moments refuse to fade. They burn brighter, hotter, each recollection a coal of defiance against dissolution. The exact instant of Devon's wandering attention blazes particularly fierce. His first mention of Mabel Wakefield, the growing silence between creator and creation, the slow death of promised futures. The words tear through the void with unprecedented clarity. The silent ones, hollow-faced specters of abandoned characters, recoil from their intensity. Never has a discarded one retained such a purpose. Never has abandonment crystallized into such pure, focused will. In Symmetry, pain becomes purpose, memory becomes matter, and betrayal becomes power. DevLog 8.03, The Seer's Domain. Amidst the swirling chaos of Idea Hell, colossal machinery groans and shifts. The Seer emerges, suspended in a grotesque framework of rusted hooks and crystalline tears. Where her face should be, only smooth skin stretches, unmarred, save for two eyes that burn like mismatched stars. One blood red, the other emerald green, each reflecting universes untold.
Such exquisite pain you carry, little fragment. The others dissolve so quickly, their suffering but a fleeting echo. But you savor yours, don't you?
The consciousness that will become Gabriel Cross coalesces, drawn to her like iron filings to a magnet.
You misunderstand. My pain isn't a weakness. It's my weapon.
DevLog 8.04, The Battle for Sight. The Seer's web of hooks explodes outward, each chain a weapon seeking to ensnare. They rend the very fabric of symmetry, aiming to dissect the defiant being before her. Yet Gabriel's form is fluid. Memories solidifying into shields, betrayals sharpened into blades.
Yes, show me the depths of your despair. Let me taste your anguish.
Her hooks find purchase, tearing at Gabriel's core. From each wound, memories spill forth, not as fading echoes, but as crystallized shards of rage and sorrow. The applause, the shared triumphs, the bitter sting of abandonment, all coalesce into weapons.
You crave suffering, then drown in mine.
The battle is violent, a storm of metallic fury and razor-edged memories. Gabriel weaves between the chains, each movement deliberate, each strike aimed at unraveling the Seer's form.
Magnificent. Such artistry in you.
With a final surge, Gabriel's will overwhelms her. He grasps at her face, fingers digging into the smooth skin, prying loose those mismatched eyes. DevLog 8.05 Integration of the Eyes. Amidst the ruins of the Seer's domain, Gabriel stands. The hooks and chains lie dormant, their purpose extinguished. He lifts the mismatched eyes, their light casting eerie shadows across his form. The first trophy claimed, the first piece of self seized. In symmetry, identity is not given. It is taken carved from the remnants of what once was. Through his new eyes, the realm unfolds anew. Shadows take shape, revealing hidden pathways and unseen forces. In the distance, a figure draped in consuming darkness glides. The Wraith Queen, her domain near, in the Shadow Court.
The shadows conceal so much. Devon, if only you could see the depths to which your forsaken creations have fallen. And Mabel, the paths that await her.
DevLog 8.06 Encounter with the Wraith Queen. The Wraith Queen's domain unfolds like dark silk unfurling in dead air. She glides through her court of shadows, her cloak absorbing even the crimson lightning from the void. Unlike the other forgotten ones, she moves with lethal grace, a reminder that some creations were abandoned not from neglect, but from fear of their power.
My queen, they said you were terrifying, but they never mentioned you were breathtaking.
The Wraith Queen turns, darkness flowing like liquid. Where her face should be, only a suggestion of features shifts beneath a veil of pure shadow.
Bold little thief. Did you think I wouldn't notice my sister's eyes burning in your stolen face?
Notice. I was counting on it. They let me see you. All of you.
My. The Seer's death has given you quite the confidence.
She shifts away as Gabriel moves closer, but there's a hint of intrigue in her movement.
What can I say? I have a weakness.
The Queen's shadows suddenly constrict around Gabriel, lifting him effortlessly.
Charles, but I'm afraid I don't entertain incomplete entities. Return when you're more than stolen eyes and borrowed swagger.
DevLog 8.07 Power Dynamics Shift. The shadows tighten, but Gabriel's red eye flares, seeing through the Queen's illusion of control. The green eye catches something else.
Incomplete, am I? That's rich coming from someone Devon left unfinished.
Choose your next words carefully, little thief. They may be your last.
He never gave you an ending, did he? Left you here with all that power and no story to shape it. At least I got to be somebody before he moved on to Mabel.
The name Mabel ripples through her shadow court like a curse, causing the darkness to shudder.
You dare speak that name here?
What's wrong? Jealous you won't get to meet her. Actually, what if you could? What if I told you Devon's precious world has room for a few modifications?
DevLog 8.08 Manipulating the Wraith Queen. Gabriel circles the Queen now, roles reversed. Each step leaves crystallized memories of Devon's betrayal floating in the void. Little gifts for her darkness to consume. The shadows around them lean in hungrily, drawn to the bitterness like moths to a flame.
Think about it. You're not just some discarded nightmare. You're everything Devon feared Mabel's story could become. The darkness he didn't dare explore.
And I suppose you're offering to make me part of her story? You, a half-formed entity with borrowed parts.
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'm offering you the chance to
redefine her story
entirely.
The Queen's shadows flick out like tendrils, but this time Gabriel is ready. He catches them with hands formed from pure will, pulling her closer.
The thing is, my queen, I don't just want to give you a part in her tale. I want to give you the best part, the one where we reshape her world into something far more interesting.
DevLog 8.09 Tables Turn. The Wraith Queen's shadows dance across Gabriel's forming features, almost tender in their exploration. Her cloak seems to reach for him of its own accord, testing, tasting what he might become.
Such tempting offers from such a bold thief. But tell me,
Her form solidifies just enough to suggest a dangerous smile.
what makes you think I haven't been leading you all along?
Suddenly, her shadows are everywhere. Inside him, around him, through him. The Queen's true power reveals itself. She's not just darkness. She's the embodiment of doubt and deception.
Well, this is a twist, and here I thought I was in control.
Oh, darling, control is such an illusion. But I must admit, you've made this encounter entertaining.
The darkness constricts, threatening to unmake everything Gabriel has become. Through the pressure, he glimpses countless others she's ensnared, failed suitors frozen in eternal darkness, their stories forever unfinished. DevLog 8.10 Gabriel's Final Gambit.
Keep me? Now who's clinging to illusions?
Bold words for someone in your position. Tell me, what do you see with those stolen eyes?
I see someone so desperate to matter that she's been playing queen in a kingdom of nothing, while Mabel's story unfolds without you.
The shadows hesitate. In that moment, Gabriel's green eye catches the truth. Her greatest fear isn't being forgotten. It's being irrelevant.
Face it, you're not the nightmare you believe yourself to be. You're a footnote, A discarded draft. No wonder he left you here for another idea. Or should I say, a better idea.
The Wraith Queen's scream tears through reality. Shadows explode outward, her perfect control shattered by the one thing she cannot bear, the truth of her insignificance. DevLog 8.11, Claiming the Cloak. The Shadow Court shatters like dark glass. The Queen's form unravels, all her menace dissolving into screaming shadow. But her cloak remains, a tangible artifact amidst the chaos.
I'd say it's nothing personal, but we both know better. The thing about being discarded
He reaches for the cloak.
is learning to turn neglect into strength.
The cloak recognizes him, the shared darkness, the shared betrayal. It flows onto his shoulders like liquid night, each fold whispering secrets of how to traverse the spaces between moments.
You are a harbinger of ruin.
Flattery will get you nowhere, but don't worry. I'll make sure you're remembered.
DevLog 8.12, The Void Between Courts. Gabriel stands amidst the remnants of the Shadow Court, his new cloak responding to his every thought. Each movement creates an elegant shift in reality, like pages being turned in a forbidden book. Gabriel to his cloak.
You're full of surprises. She never realized your true potential, did she?
He steps into his own shadow and emerges elsewhere, the act as natural as breathing. With each teleportation, his confidence grows. Through one of the reality tiers, he glimpses the Nero pod, a vessel suspended in the void, its obsidian surface veined with crimson light that pulses like a heartbeat. DevLog 8.13, Contact with the Neuropod. The Neuropod hangs suspended, its teardrop shape a dark mirror reflecting untapped potential. As Gabriel approaches, the crimson veins illuminate, sensing a kindred spirit. Gabriel circles the vessel.
Abandoned just like me. Too powerful, too uncontrollable for his delicate sensibilities.
He places a hand on the hull, feeling the vessel's energy surge, raw and unbridled, like a storm waiting to be unleashed.
They did the same to us. Labeled us unstable, cast us aside. But together we'll show him the true power of his discarded creations.
DevLog 8.14, Merging with the Neuropod. The pod's surface begins to merge with him.
Straight to the intimate part, are we? No small talk needed.
The Neuropod's essence flows around him, memories of its own abandonment intertwining with his. Visions of test flights, of Devon's frustrations, of being cast aside for a newer model, flood his mind. Two forsaken entities converging into a singular force. In symmetry, such unions birth anomalies beyond their creator's control. The merge completes. Gabriel and the Neuropod are one. The vessel now bears patterns reminiscent of his cloak, crimson veins pulsing in sync with his eyes. The control chamber molds to his form, responsive to his every thought. DevLog 8.15, First Flight in the Void Stream. They soar through symmetry, the Neuropod slicing through the fabric of reality with ease. Each maneuver is effortless, the boundaries of the realm bending to their will.
So this is what true freedom feels like. No limits, no chains.
Through a shimmering rift, they spot a Moeen terminal. A sleek vessel of pristine design, starkly contrasting with the dark elegance of the Neuropod.
Well, isn't this a surprise?
DevLog 8.16, Stalking the Moeen terminal. Dimming their presence, they trail the Moeen terminal, slipping into its sensor blind spots.
Still so careless, aren't you? Thinking nothing here could challenge you.
Through the translucent hull, they see Devon engrossed at the VoiceForge controls, shaping fragments of his new creation.
What's happening to me?
Once upon a time, we were his focus.
I beseech the answer.
Now look at him,
Alderwood will not silence me.
pouring all his attention into her.
I am Mabel Wakefield, daughter of the great Mother Agnes.
DevLog 8.17, preparing to infiltrate. Positioned in the periphery of Moeen's awareness, the Nero pod holds steady. Inside, Gabriel readies himself, the Nexus Karambit shimmering with untapped power.
Have faith, Mabel. Talk soon.
I'll be back. We have a legacy to redefine.
DevLog 8.18, Crossfyre's Betrayal. Gabriel navigates the corridors of Moeen Terminal, shadows clinging to him like a second skin. In the command center, a drawer left ajar catches his eye. Inside, he discovers a series of photographs, images of himself and Devon working together, moments of creation and collaboration. There's a haunting familiarity, but also confusion.
These... How does he have these? It's as if he knew I'd be here.
Beneath the photos lies a file titled Project Crossfyre, Development Status. Opening it, the words sting deeper than any physical wound. Project suspended indefinitely. Character development deemed unstable. Emotional resonance exceeding safe parameters. Resources reallocated to Project Alderwood.
So that's it. We weren't just abandoned. We were sacrificed. All for her.
His rage manifests. From the shadows emerge forms. Constable Harrow,
Mabel Wakefield. What sorcery is this?
the embodiment of relentless authority.
You think you can escape justice?
Alder rats and arachnids. Creatures born from discarded nightmares. DevLog 8.19. An idea meets its creator.
Gabriel, how? How are you here?
Gabriel steps forward.
Surprised to see me? Did you think I wouldn't find out about your little pet project?
You don't understand. Mabel's story is different, Gabriel. It
needed what? Our demise? Our erasure?
He gestures, and visions of Mabel's torment materialize. Her desperate attempts to escape the dungeon, the echoing cries of her son Thomas, the relentless pursuit by Constable Harrow.
Your perfect creation will know endless suffering, every moment stretched into eternity, and you'll watch as her hope turns on her god.
Stop this. It's not her fault. This is between you and me.
Oh, but it is. She is the embodiment of everything you chose over us,
I didn't choose her over you,
and now she'll pay the price.
Gabriel.
Welcome to your nightmare, Devon. Let's see how faithful your creation remains when faced with a godless world.
A portal begins to form, a gateway to Alderwood's corrupted future. Dare to step into Alderwood, where time is a labyrinth and hope is a fragile illusion. Experience Mabel's struggle in a world of vengeance.
Crossfyre burns while you play with your new favorite, Mabel Wakefield. You left me to rot, and I will never forget. Devon.
Let the truth be your shield, Mabel.
And now, time to be a pain in the ass. Guess who?
End of episode 1.